welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I was inspired by a few things. So a couple days ago, maybe, or today, my friend Tristan posted this video of her doing this amazing wing liner, and I was like, oh, yes, beauty. And so that made me think of the Adele album cover. You know the album 25 when she has like the liner and the perfect sculpted cheekbones, and I was like, oh, that's what I need to do. So I scrolled through all of the photos on YouTube on Google that I could find of that album cover, and I also went on the Lisa Eldridge YouTube channel. She's an amazing makeup artist. She is the Lancome artistic director. She's a high fashion makeup artist. She does shoots for Vogue and blah blah blah, and she does makeup for all the celebrities, and she's actually liked a few of my Instagram photos, which is a big deal. Anyway, so on her channel, she had the makeup artist Michael Ashton, who is Adele's makeup artist, and he recreated the classic Adele look on a model. So I watched that a few times this morning with my coffee, and from that, I decided to make my look. So I used some of the things that I picked up in the video and also some of just my knowledge for makeup to create this look for you guys. So before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I post a new video. Also, if you guys decide to do this look, let me know. Tag me, post something, like just tag me in it so I can see it. I just think that like a wing liner is so beautiful and classic, and I almost feel like when you succeed in getting your wings to look like pretty symmetrical, you kind of feel like there's nothing you can't conquer. I'm just like, okay, I got this. So let me know what you guys think, and let's get started on this Adele inspired makeup look. Hi guys, okay, let's get started on this look. So actually I'm gonna do it kind of reverse from what I'm used to doing. So I'll start off doing my eyes, which for me is so weird because I'm always used to doing my face first and then my eyes. But the videos that I saw, the makeup artist was doing the eyes first, which I think might be easier because that way when you do the flick, you can always like correct it and then do the face afterwards. Because whenever I do a wing liner and then I try to correct it, there's always like all this area here that you end up having to redo. So to start off with the eyes, I'm using this NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow primer here. This is basically the eyeshadow primer that I use in every single video. Okay, now that my words are hard. Now that my eyelids are primed, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. So using this Miss I never remember the name of this. I know it's Miss but it's like double definition eyebrow pencil. It's like worn off here. So you have the product on one side and the brush here. So I'm just gonna go in and fill in my eyebrows. So I'm going into this Chanel number 268 eyeshadow palette here. I'm going to go into the lightest color here at first, just in the crease here as a transition shade. So going in with a big fluffy brush like this, I'm just going into that light color. Okay, using a stiff brush like this here, I'm also going to go into the light color and go under my lash line here. Okay, now I'm going into this very old Too Faced palette here. I'm gonna go into this really white color here called In the Buff. And I'm going to put that on this part of the eyelid here. So using a wide brush like this, I'm going to go into that white color. Whatever's left on the brush here, I'm just going to take on the inner corner here like this. So I went ahead and added this color here as well, just so that it wouldn't be just like a flat white and have like a pinky warmth to it a bit. So now I'm using a creamy liner. This is a Bobbi Brown one that I used in a video a few weeks ago. What I'm going to do is I am going to draw a line in my crease, and then I'm going to smudge it out. and that's going to help just give a bit of depth and shadow in my eye area. So the best way to do this is to open your eyes and look straight ahead, and wherever your eye naturally has a crease, you're basically just going to put the color exactly there, and you're not going to go too far in. It's always best to start outwards and then blend, and you're going to blend upwards and inwards. And it will look crazy at first, but it's fine, we're gonna blend. This is how it's supposed to look at first. So you can take this side here, or you can take a brush. I think I'd rather use a brush just for I'd rather just use a brush that's just for me. So I'm gonna go back into this brush here and just blend this out. Also, you can go back into one of the darker brown colors and dip into those and blend that out as well. So I just went in with this fluffy brush here, and I kind of just made sure that there were no harsh lines and that everything looks good. So you basically want to be able to see a difference between a bit of the white and the dark. You do want to make sure that you can still see a difference between the lighter color and the darker color in the crease. That's kind of the classic look we're going for. So now we're going to move on to the liner. So I'm going to go straight ahead into a white liner, and I'm going to use this white liner on the inner tear duct. Is that what you call it? On the inside of my lower lash line, and that's just going to help make my eyes look wider and bigger and more awake. So when you compare these two, you can see a pretty big difference. So what I'm going to do now is use this Marc Jacobs gel liner here, and I'm going to use that to trace my top eye line. Is that a word? Like my top line on my eye. That makes sense. You understood what I said. So being careful not to draw a very thick line in the beginning of the eye. You want the line to be thicker towards the middle and outer part. You don't want to have a thick line at the center of the eye here. That's just going to make your eye look smaller. So just try to not have it to be too big. And if ever you do draw over too much, just take your brush that you were using for the white and just, go over it a bit and use a Q-tip. It's not the end of the world. So this is basically just to get the shape of the line. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna go over again with the liquid liner just to make everything look really nice. So I'm going into this Ciate London eyeliner here. It says Fierce Flicks on it. I'm not sure if that's what the name is or if that's just what it's saying it's going to do. So it's a felt tip liner here. On the album cover itself, you don't see the flick, I think. I don't know, when I was scrolling through the photos, you didn't see the flick, you just saw like the liner itself and just like the contouring and everything and looking amazing. So I'm gonna do like a small flick, but not like up to my temple basically. So I'm using a lot of different eyeliners. It's just that it's gonna make it easier for me, but you don't have to do so many products if you don't want to. I'm gonna go into this Chanel liquid eyeliner here because I'm going to just finish off the line and just fill the line here. I just find it easier to do this with a liquid liner like this than with the felt tip because I find the felt tip has a bit less control. And I'm making sure to go towards the inner part of my eye just to make sure that if there were some bumps in my eyeliner, I can go over top with this and kind of smooth it out. I do find that doing a wing liner is easier with a felt tip, but it's easier to get a smooth line with this. Maybe I just need to buckle down and perfect one product, but right now I have both, so I'm kind of playing with both. So I think this wing looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and hopefully it matches. So now I'm gonna do this trick that I learned from Michael Ashton from the video that I watched. So you're going to he used a fan brush. I don't have a small fan brush. I'm gonna use a small angle brush here for a liner basically. And I'm gonna use the mascara and I'm gonna dip this brush into the mascara and go into my lashes on the bottom to mimic like liner basically. It looked really good in the video, so hopefully it works. Not sure if I should to take the brush, or I'll just take it here. Oh my god, I got it all over my hands. Look, making a mess. So you take the brush with the mascara and you wipe some of it on your hand, otherwise it's gonna get really intense. And then you put some under the lashes here. I think it would work better with an actual fan brush. This is drying much faster than I thought it would. I'm not sure if I love this trick, to be honest. You know what? I don't like that. I'm not a fan. It's like really, I just got it all over myself, and also I found that like, maybe it's a mascara that I'm using, but it's drying really quickly and it's not really working well. So I'm just gonna go into a black liner. So I'm using the Smart Jacobs one again, and I'm just gonna go under it again. And making sure to connect the wing to the liner on the bottom. And using a very expensive, very fancy tool, the Q-tip, I am going to just smudge this line on the bottom lashes. I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I will be right back. Clean hands. Let's finish off our eye look with this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Alright guys, we've finished our eyes. Let's get on to the face. So first off, we're going to prime. And so now for the primer, can you guess what it's going to be? Yes, the NARS Radiance Primer here. I love this stuff. If you guys know another primer that's very good for having like a healthy glow, let me know. I'm all about that glow. I feel so strange having done my eyes first. I feel like when I put on my foundation, I'm just like, I do it all over. Now I'm just like, oh, very gentle, go over the brows, don't touch the line. So since this is an Adele look, I'm going to do a bit of color correcting because I want to look as flawless as the queen of sad songs. This is from NYX, by the way. If you want a good color correcting palette, this is really good. I don't remember how much it was, but it's NYX, it's pharmacy pricing, so it's not that expensive, and it's really good. I basically just use, wow, I thought I washed my hands, but I'm still covered in mascara. So I basically just use the peachy color for any dark circles, any blue. I have like a weird discoloration on my upper lip. It's like I have a mustache all the time. Anyway, I also use the green sometimes for some redness. The other colors I don't use as much, but you know, they're still there, so. And color correcting is not something you need to do every day. It's just an extra step when you feel like being extra, basically. Now I'm going into this Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation here. This is in the shade 30. It might be a bit late for me actually, but we'll see. So using this Sephora Flawless foundation brush, I'm just going to apply it all over my face. So now I'm going into this NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer here. I should not have put on my mascara on my bottom lashes right away, but you know, I'll work around it. It'll work. I'll find a way. And now I'm going into this NARS setting powder for my under eye area. So obviously a big part of this look is the contour. So I'm going into the Chanel Le Beige in number 50, and I'm gonna carve out my cheekbones. So what I'm gonna do is go back into the NARS powder, and I'm going to cut under the bronzer so you have more of like a definition. I'm just gonna leave that powder on for a minute and then I'll wipe it off. Next, we're going into a blush. I'm using a creamy pink blush from MAC. All the bristles from my brush have fallen into it. It's kind of gross, but I'm still gonna use it. So using a blush brush like this. And now obviously, we're going into highlight. I'm using this MAC Beaming Blush and the opposite side of the Sephora brush here. I feel like this brush is really good for like contouring and highlight because you have like your bronzer side and your highlight side. So for the lips, I'm going for something a bit more nude. So I'm going into this Laura Mercier lip liner here in the color Nude, or Naked. Nude, Naked, it all means the same thing. And now I'm going into this Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Sellout. This is a great color, by the way, and it's also just like a great formula for liquid lipsticks. It just lasts a really long time and it's not super drying. I don't know, I just really like this line of lipsticks. Alright guys, this is it. This is my finished look. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Also leave a comment down below, letting me know what you guys want to see next. And leave a comment down below if, you know what, if you want to create this look, go ahead, do something Adele inspired and tag me, let me know what you do. I want to see it. I just love this look. I just think it's just so classic and beautiful. And whenever you see that album cover with Adele and she's just like holding her face like this and she's just like so flawless, I'm just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you guys coming to see me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.